Officer Daniels had lost count of how many kids like this he had seen. Same story, different face. Tonight, it was Jake. 17. Wannabe gangster. Caught trying to rob a liquor store with a pocket knife. Now, he sat in the back of Daniel's cruiser, handcuffed, legs stretched out like he had nothing to worry about. He smirked at his reflection in the rearview mirror. Man, this is a joke. Y'all really got me for that? Bet I'll be out by morning. Daniels didn't respond. Jake leaned forward, tapping his fingers against the cage. Yo, you deaf or something? I'm talking to you, pig. Still no response. Jake scoffed, shaking his head. That's why no one respects y'all. You ain't got real power. Y'all just hide behind a badge. Daniels kept driving. Kept quiet. That annoyed Jake. He hated being ignored. Man, whatever. I ain't scared of jail. My homie's already locked up. Be like a family reunion. He laughed. Hell, probably run the place by next week. Daniels just turned the wheel. Took a different route. Jake frowned. Yo, where we goin'? This ain't the station. Daniels finally spoke. You'll see. Jake rolled his eyes, leaning back. Man, you think you scary? You ain't. He spit at the partition, the saliva dripping down the glass. You just another old dude in a uniform. Daniels just kept driving. The car pulled up in front of a different building. Not the station. A jail. A real one. Not for kids. Daniels got out, opened the back door. Out. Jake sucked his teeth, shaking his head. Man, this is stupid. He stepped out like he owned the place, rolling his shoulders. What, you tryna scare me? That it? Show me some bad dudes and hope I start crying? Daniels didn't respond. Just led him inside. The doors locked behind them with a deep clang. The air changed. Jake slowed his walk. He noticed the smell first, stale sweat, rust, something worse underneath. The sound of metal against metal. Low murmurs. Laughter that didn't sound right. Eyes watched him from behind bars. Scarred men. Hollow men. Predators. One licked his lips. Another whispered something to his cellmate, both grinning. Fresh meat, one muttered, his voice dry and cracked. Another prisoner, missing several teeth, grinned at Jake. You ever had someone tuck you in at night, kid? 'Cause you look real soft. A heavily tattooed man stepped up to the bars, his smile too wide. What's wrong? You was talkin' big before, huh? Say something now. Jake swallowed, but his throat was dry. Further down, a man with dead eyes chuckled. They always start off tough. Don't worry, kid. We'll break you in nice and slow. Another inmate leaned against the bars, his gaze piercing. Last kid who came in here screamed for 3 nights straight. You think you tougher than him? Jake's hands clenched into fists, but they were shaking. Daniels stopped. Looked at him. Go on, then. Step in. Jake hesitated. Daniels pointed at a cell. Inside, a man sat on the bench, tattooed from neck to knuckles, eyes dark and empty. Daniels leaned in, voice calm. That man killed 3 people. You? You'd be his entertainment. Jake's jaw clenched. Man, you just talkin', dot. Daniels stepped closer, lowering his voice. You think that mouth of yours makes you dangerous? It doesn't. You wouldn't last a week in here. Hell, maybe not even a day. Jake swallowed hard. Daniels nodded to another cell. That one over there? Took out his own friend over $5. That one? He pointed further down. Used to be just like you. Thought he was tough. Thought he was untouchable. Now? He cries himself to sleep every night. A prisoner with sunken eyes tapped the bars. Ain't no mommies in here, boy. Just us. Another let out a slow chuckle. You better hope you ain't got pretty skin. Some of the guys in here, they get real lonely. Jake shuddered. He tried to play it off, but his feet wouldn't move. His bravado cracked. Daniels turned to him fully now. You want to be a gangster? Fine. But this is where gangsters end up. No homies. No power. Just another body in a cage, waiting for someone bigger to take what's left of you. Jake looked around again. Really looked. At the prisoners still watching him. At the cells that didn't open. At the men who had nothing left to lose. Daniels unlocked his cuffs. Opened the door. Go home. Jake stood there for a second. Then two. He walked out. Daniels watched him go. Some kids didn't get second chances. Maybe Jake wouldn't need another one.